Hello everyone, it's DA here. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you are doing amazing. Some of you probably have said to yourself over the past few months or years that you have seen it all in Warframe. And that may be true because of course you've been through some nerfs, some buffs, and some crazy changes. However, the reality of the latest update might shake things up for you a little bit, most especially if you are someone who plays Saryn. The new Saryn rework, or Saryn 3.0 as I would like to call it, is going to be the stuff of nightmares. This rework basically flipped Saryn upside down and gave her a whole new groove. It came with some good things, some bad things, and sometimes might even give you a hard time modding her. And for the same reason, I've put together this short video to serve as a guide, explain some things, and also show you what you have to do when it comes to modding the new Saryn. So a quick synopsis of what has changed. Spores damage has been changed from viral to corrosive. Spores cannot be casted on multiple enemies. You will have to cast it on a single target, hit that target with your weapons, and that is going to be the only way for you to spread it around. Now you can no longer cast spores on your molds, and that is a bummer for a lot of people, including myself. And with molds, you can increase your speed for a short time when you cast that ability. Toxic Lash, like usual, multiplies the damage of spores. It now applies to all weapons instead of just your melee weapon, and I think that is a good news for most of the Saryn players out there. Now Asthma's damage has also been changed to viral, so it gives you a little bit of that old Saryn nuke effect. Now that you know what has changed, here's how it will affect your builds and your playstyle. Because Spore cannot be casted continuously, it saves some energy, but sadly the enemy of that will be the excessive power strength. If your power strength is too high, the enemies will often die out of range and will not be able to spread that spore around. This is why you want to keep your power strength sometimes maybe below 100% at certain levels and nothing more than 150 for some high level enemies. I tested this out and it resulted in a waste of energy because I had to reactivate Spore almost every single time. Basically more than I expected. So whatever you do, don't use too much power strength on your Saryn build if you're going for a Spore build. Now your friend for Saryn build will be a lot of range. Everything else can stay at an average, and that is what I have done with my build right here. And as always, feel free to move the mods around and do everything that fits your playstyle. Right here is what a heavy power strength on Saryn looks like. And as you can see, I'm going against a level 135 heavy gunner. You can see their armor gets removed really quickly. And with weapons like the Hystrix or the Pox, you can even do it a whole lot better. Corrosive is also a great element against high armor, but as I said earlier, the high strength will not be efficient outside the simulacrum because a lot of enemies will die and you will have to cast it over and over again, which will also result in you losing the combo that you have built up as far as your damage. Now here is a result of the finalized build that I chose for Saryn. I cast it on one enemy, pop them, and then you can see the effect spread across the room. Because of my large range, I can spread it across multiple rooms, behind doors, and you can also see the benefit of that in any single mission you go to. And if I'm playing survival, I don't have to reactivate Spore. I can watch that combo counter increase, that damage scale up, and that is a good thing. It may take longer to build up depending on what levels or stages you're in, but enemies affected by spores will take additional damage, and once you've scaled the damage high enough, you can cast Asthma to kill all of those enemies if you want to, because that viral damage will also be amazing. Mods like Contagion Cloud will also be a useful tool because now you can create all those clouds with any of your weapons instead of having to rely on your melee weapon. Now where this rework benefits, it also comes at a price. I hate the fact that you can no longer cast spores on your mold, but I also appreciate the fact that your spores damage reach a whole new level because now it scales up over time. Now with the changes to Toxic Lash, Saryn is no longer just a melee frame, and I like that because now you can rely on just your primary and secondary weapons instead of getting up close and personal with a lot of these enemies. Let me know what you guys think about this rework if you haven't found a build for Saryn yet. I hope this one will clear things up and also be useful to you. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed, hope you find it informative, and I will see you in the next one.